Hello everyone, welcome to Technology Begins. In this video, we will learn about string slicing in a Python. So what is string slicing? String slicing is nothing but extracting a substring from the string. So let's take an example of string slicing and see how string slicing is working. So this is basically a string called learning, as you can see on the screen, and I have defined the index. So first line is defining the index from left to right, okay, and third line is defining the index from right to left. So whenever you want to slice the string or access the element of the string from right to left, then you can use this index. So whenever you want to go right to left, then you have to use minus index like -1, -2, -3, okay. And whenever you want to go left to right to access the element or slicing this string, then you have to use the index which start from 0 to end of the string, okay. So this is how index is defined for the string. Let's see the example so you can get the idea. We have one variable called s and which representing string like this, learning Python, okay. Let's string like this learning. So I can show you how we can access the element from beginning and ending. If I am doing s of 1 and running the program, then it will give me the e because e is present at the index 1. So this is how you can access the element of the string. Index 0, l is present, and if I want to get the element from end of the string, then I can use -1, okay. So whenever I need to go from right to left, then I can use the minus index. So this is how you can access the string element. And for string slicing, we have one string called learning Python which are stored in the variable s. And if we want to perform slicing, like I want to get only this learning from this whole string learning Python, then how can I slice this substring, or we can say, okay. So for that, string slicing is accepting the three parameter. One is starting index, second one is ending index, or we can say ending position, and third one is steps. Third parameter is optional, and if you are not defining that parameter, then by default it will take 1 as a default value. So here I am defining my starting position, and every parameter is separated by the colon, okay. And after that I am defining the ending index or ending position. So for learning, there is a ending index is 7, so I am putting 7, and I am not defining the step for now because it will take 1 as a default value, okay. Let's clear this and run the program, okay. So this give me a LEARIN. This is not giving me a G because our last index or ending index is excluding, okay. So I need to put 8 over there for ending index. So now you can see the learning is printed. So our starting index is including and ending index is excluding. So this is how string slicing is working. So let's see the step part. Third parameter, by default its value is 1. So basically, what is step? Step is an integer value, we can say, which determine the increment or decrement between the index of your character sequence. So whenever I am defining the step value 2, then what it will define, basically it will defining the next iteration value. So what will be your next iteration value based on this step? So whenever you add this step value to your current value, so it will be your next iteration value. So our current step value is 2 and current index is 0. Okay, so your next iteration value will be 2. So your whatever element which is present at index 2, it will be printed. So first it will print the starting index element. After that it will print the character which are present at index 2. After that it will add the plus 2 in the current index. Then next element will be 4, so it will print the character available at the 4. Okay, so this is how your step value will count the next iteration value. And if I am running this program, then as you can see, it's give me L, A and N. So how it is given us this output? So let's see, our current index 0, so it printed the L. After that we need to add the step value into our current index, so we can get our next value. So now our next value is 2, so A is printed. After that we need to add plus 2 into our current index, then 4 index element is printed, and after that 6th index element is printed. So this is our output is come. Okay, and if I want to get the index from minus, then this step value is very important. So whenever I am writing like this, so before that I need to tell you is, if I am not defining any index, then it will print vol string. If I am defining only the starting index, or instead of 0 I am writing 1, then it will start from 1 to end. Okay, if I am not defining ending index. And if I am only defining the ending index, and as ending index is excluding, so it will print according, it will start from 0 to 5 elements. Okay, LEARN, learn. Right, so this is how, if you are not defining any index, so it will start and end accordingly. So whenever you want define the step -1, okay, so it will give you the reverse index, as you can see, right? So whenever I want to start from -1 to -5, okay, then, and by defining -1 step, so whenever you are uh, starting from -1 to any -1 index, then you must be need to defining the steps which are be also in a minus, so it will print accordingly. So our step is -1, so it is printed like it is started from G. Okay, and after that it sorry, we need to consider this. It is started from n -1, O is -2, H is -3, T is -4, and -5 will not included because our ending index is excluding. Okay, and if I am defining -2 step, so as I have earlier said, it will uh, add the step value to the current index, and that will be your next iterating value, or you can say next iterating index, right? So our -1, and if I am adding -2, then it will give me the -3. Okay, so what is the at the -3? So first one is -1, so n is printed. What will be at -3? It is H, so that H is present, and after that index is next element index is not present, so it has printed the NH. So this is how starting index and ending index is working with step, and you can also start from end, so you need to write minus index, and if you want to start from beginning, then your starting index will be start from 0. So I hope you have understood the concept of string slicing. Thank you. See you in the next video.